Welcome back, Focus Learners. As a senior consultant spending my days coaching teams on AI risks, I can tell you firsthand that we are tackling one of the absolute most vital challenges facing modern organizations right now, the real risks and the massive rewards of AI in recruiting. Today, we're moving way past the hype. We're focusing entirely on how to actually calibrate your AI judgment skills to make sure your hiring systems are safe, fair, and effective. Okay, let's dive into this. Because the absolutely critical shift we need to make today is moving away from just blindly trusting AI with our hiring decisions and stepping into a framework where we actively manage and audit it. There's a saying I use with my teams all the time: moving from hope, I think we're hiring well, to measurement. Here's the evidence. I absolutely love this because auditing AI, it isn't some abstract theory cooked up in an academic lab. It is a concrete, operational reality that HR professionals must adopt right now. I mean, relying on hope when an algorithm is out there screening thousands of resumes is just incredibly risky. You need evidence. You need measurement. And honestly, that is exactly what a well-designed quality audit plan is going to give you.
So here is our roadmap for today's explainer. First, the AI auditing imperative. Second, the 4 pillars of quality. Third, building your audit blueprint. Fourth, avoiding common pitfalls. And finally, number 5, taking it from findings to action.
All right, part 1, the AI auditing imperative.
Why do we even need to audit AI hiring in the first place? Well, as you scale AI in your recruiting functions, an audit plan isn't just some nice-to-have luxury. It is the fundamental infrastructure you need to actually maintain confidence in your decisions. The biggest mindset shift you need to make here is understanding that quality systems are continuous operational processes. They are not theoretical concepts. Actually, let me put it this way. An audit plan is absolutely useless if it's just a PDF sitting on a virtual shelf somewhere. These plans have to run continuously, week after week, month after month, to gather real data and surface real problems. It's a living, breathing system designed specifically to protect your organization.
Moving right along to section 2, the 4 pillars of quality.
To make sure we don't end up auditing in blind silos, fixing one problem while totally ignoring another, we monitor 4 main pillars: accuracy, fairness, consistency, and candidate experience. Let's look at accuracy for a second. We've all seen it. AI has been known to hallucinate fake citations or completely fabricate statistics on candidate summaries. It's crazy, but it happens. If you aren't measuring your hire retention rates, you might literally be hiring based on a hallucination. Then, for candidate experience, keep it simple. Maybe you just use a basic net promoter score on your overall process. The beauty here is you really only need 1 to 5 metrics total across all these pillars to make this doable.
Let's look a bit closer at fairness. So the crucial point is understanding something called disparate impact. Simply put, this is a hiring practice that ends up disproportionately affecting members of a protected group. Measuring your disparate impact ratio, your DIR, at each stage of your AI screening is the absolute bedrock of the fairness pillar. Think about it. If your AI is systematically screening out certain demographic groups at a higher rate, you need to know about that today, not a year from now when it's too late. Now, for consistency, we look at inter-rater reliability. This is just a fancy way of saying, do multiple evaluators agree on the same assessment? Think of it like 2 teachers grading the exact same student's essay. Ideally, they should arrive at the same grade, right? In an AI context, we are testing whether an AI and a human give the same rating to the exact same candidate when they rescreen them. Because if the AI scores a resume as a top-tier candidate today, but then scores that exact same resume poorly tomorrow, well, your system completely lacks consistency. We have to guarantee this pillar if we want to build any real trust.
Section 3, building your audit blueprint.
This is where the rubber meets the road, and we construct the actual system. Here are your 5 execution steps. First up, define your metrics and frequency. Say, are we doing this weekly or monthly? Second, establish your data needs. And hey, I always recommend having a quick checklist for evaluating the task risk versus the AI's capability. Ask yourself, is the AI just casually sorting, or is it making final hiring decisions? Because high risk requires much deeper data. Third, design your sampling methodology. Listen, you do not have to audit every single decision. You can sample just 10%, making sure to stratify by demographic group or maybe oversample those tricky borderline decisions. Fourth, plan your analysis and reporting. And fifth, create a rock-solid action plan for when things inevitably go wrong.
Part 4, avoiding common audit pitfalls.
Let me tell you, good intentions fail all the time in this space.
Anti-pattern number 1, being overly ambitious. I constantly see teams design these massive audit plans with 20 different metrics, demanding complex weekly analysis. It looks incredibly comprehensive on paper, but nobody actually has the time to execute it. So what happens? It just sits on a shelf. Compare that to a simple and doable plan that measures just 4 or 5 key metrics really well and is actually executed consistently for a full quarter. The simple plan is going to win every single time. Start small, build the habit, and then expand.
Anti-pattern number 2 is having no decision authority. Imagine this. You audit your AI, you find a severe disparate impact issue, and you quickly report it. Great. But the leadership council that actually approves AI tool changes doesn't meet until next quarter. So the finding just sits there for months, and biased decisions keep rolling out. And this brilliantly illustrates why uncovering bias means absolutely nothing without connected action. You must establish clear, non-negotiable escalation paths for immediate fixes before you even run your very first audit.
Anti-pattern number 3, measuring the wrong thing. This highlights the extreme danger of measuring precision instead of accuracy. Think of it like a broken calculator, okay? It might confidently spit out the number 5 every single time you add 2 plus 2. It's consistently precise, sure, but it's dead wrong. In recruiting, an AI might consistently score a candidate highly simply because it keeps hallucinating the same fake degree over and over. That's precise, but it is completely inaccurate. Without verifying if that consistent score actually leads to success in the next stage of the interview process, you're just measuring precision. You have to measure accuracy to truly calibrate its judgment.
Finally, Section 5, from findings to action. Let me firmly remind you, conducting an audit, crunching all this data, and discovering brilliant insights without actually following through on the action is a complete and total waste of effort. Honestly, it just signals to your team that you don't actually care about quality. To make your plan actually work, follow these rules. Number 1, assign direct responsibility. The pragmatic reality here is that if it's everyone's job to audit the AI, it's actually nobody's job. Next, build non-negotiable calendar intervals. Use a consistent methodology so you can accurately compare data over time. Document everything and consistently communicate those results loud and clear to leadership to drive real improvement.
Let's move to and see how this builds into a final, highly actionable framework. What we have here is a concrete, minimal template that you can honestly implement tomorrow. Look how simple it is. 3 metrics: accuracy, fairness, consistency. A monthly frequency. A highly achievable sample size. We're talking just 20 interviews for accuracy or 5 decisions for consistency. And clear, simple measurements for each. This isn't rocket science. It's a practical framework you can easily copy and scale right now within your organization. So as we wrap up this explainer, I want to leave you with a provocative reflection question to chew on. What is the smallest viable starting point that you can implement in the next 3 months? Just find your minimal baseline. Challenge yourself and your team to build a defensible, continuously improving recruiting function. You don't have to boil the ocean on day 1, but you absolutely have to start measuring. Thank you so much for joining me today, Focus Learners. Take these tools, calibrate your team's AI risks, and I'll see you next time.